appreciated, and once again, thank you for your patience. We're going to get into the game. It's the first map, the first round in this best of 3, and we've got Vitality up against G2. Starting right now on Dust 2, and this could be a very, very interesting game. We're going to have on the CT side G2, and T side is Vitality. We've got dualies in play, and it's our boy Jax picking them up. I
think what's most exciting about this series is that these two teams have played these maps multiple times in this year, 2 different series. Like this game, I have to imagine you're going to see some weird stuff. There's going to be some stuff that's real out of the ordinary because they're trying to mix things up. You know, since they've already shown each other pretty much everything they have on this map. They're going to bring in some new elements.
Yeah, for sure. They've studied, both teams have studied the last couple of games that they played, and now, yeah, you want to try and change it up. One smoke out long, a flashbang to follow, but the bomb is not really committed. They just want to put some pressure on. It's a nice dink onto niko, and he is down to 24, but they're running it back. The bomb is actually being brought
up catwalk. They fooled him. They took all the attention to... Oh, my lord. Hunter, that is an incredible triple kill. That actually felt like it worked exactly the way Vitality wanted it and just shut down at the last hurdle.
Yeah, that's a very, very cool idea, but who could have seen this coming from Hunter?
Normally, like, if you pause it here and you look at, like, the overview, you're saying, okay, there's 3 G2 defenders all huddled up in the bomb site while they're getting split from catwalk and long, and you're saying, this is not good. This is not a great position to be in. But, I mean, obviously, if Hunter's going to hit shots like that, it doesn't matter whatsoever. Tactics go out the window when you nail those shots.
Yeah, he's so... He really can't get out. I mean, if he doesn't hit that instant headshot, he's going to get overwhelmed. The Glocks will triple up on him, and he's out of the round. No bomb plant. Vitality, a couple of P250s picked up, but that's pretty much it. So, decent start for G2. We didn't make a prediction. I mean, we've just been keep saying it's 50-50 here, but do you want to...
I had G2 taking the series.
You're G2, all right.
Yeah.
All right, I picked them too, but I've got to say I was real...
Yeah, I went back and forth.
Yeah.
For like 3 seconds.
I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it, but ended up with a little bit of a coin flip even in my own mind, so...
Even Maniac's given up hope.
Even Maniac. Well, now is where they're going to definitely win. That's how... I actually know that now. That's how that works.
I've experienced that entirely as well.
Yeah. But the problem is he's taking all of us with him, so that's an issue.
If I'm going down, all of you are with me.
Slow round, this one. Gonna be a run boost. I love this run boost. It's always funny. Just the amount of times that people sort of screw it up. Oh, no one there to peek it. It's a good run boost. One of the better ones we've seen in a while. Now there was no kills happening behind it, but they got the run. That was the best part of the round.
Yeah. Nicely done from m0NESY as well. You could see he wanted that fight. He didn't commit to it though. He's just luring them closer in towards niko, who was able to get a freebie on the first player, and then everything's easy from there, especially with the peek from m0NESY at railing. Him and niko get all 5 kills. 2-0 for G2.
Yeah, slow round. Going into this one, though. AKs. Just a single Galil on Apex. Taking one for the team, why not? I'm going to be playing around with that. And they take some pretty big map control. Bit of a default split up into upper dark. Holding long and middle. Yeah, common stuff from Vitality. We'll see if they get the information that they want early on here. Is he going to realize that someone could have walked through? Alexi's already crossed his path.
Second time he's done this as well. Dangerous position. That's a strong one for Alexi to hold, and also it allows all the attention for the A defense towards catwalk. As long as Alexi's alive in cave, they know it's such a strong position. They don't even have to think about long.
Okay, well...
Saw the possibility was there, and Alexi just realizes, I might have been spotted, I might have been found out. Let's just give this one up.
Yeah, not really worth it. More smokes being exchanged over in upper dark as well. This is really slowing down the game quite a bit. 50 seconds. niko looking to play close to this smoke in the middle. Hearing what is on the other side. If they make any false move here, it's going to be a flashbang going over, and they're going to try and peek behind it. He just pre-fires it, and they line up for a double. Almost a triple. Can almost count it as that. I don't know how this B-split's going to be working out now. They've been slowed down. Molotov in upper dark. Magus, he can't even find a kill right here, and that's an easy pick-off for Hunter. Oh, that's a bit of a fail. He just wanted to throw that, but I think he might have hit that jump throw button. And still, good cleanup at the end here. Apex now 1 versus 2 with the M4, and he's just only going to get the bomb planted, and they're already on him. He gets one of them. They peek in, and m0NESY able to pick up the last one in the 1 versus 1, but damn, that is close at the end.
Yeah, that's real close. That felt like it was actually way too close, considering niko gets that double kill in middle, considering the B-hold was actually strong from window as well. Nicely done from Vitality to at least do damage and get a bomb plant in such a tough situation. But 3-0 for G2. I'm super interested to watch niko play this role on Dust 2. Because I think, in my mind, just from what just referencing back to I believe it was, yeah, pretty sure it was Dallas, the game against ENCE, where Madden just gave him a lesson in how to play middle. Madden was just being an annoyance for niko, so I feel like there's a couple things niko probably could have taken away from that match if he wants to, on how to play the middle of the map, this new age Counter-Strike that's coming in. Nice double kill for him to start in that previous round.
Nothing will teach you more than getting absolutely whipped by.
Yes.
So you're like, all right, I've never find out how I lost this so badly.
Yeah. That's how I felt watching it at the time. I was like, he's getting a lesson today, baby. Deep nade on towards Catwalk. No one's home to catch it.
4 deagles and a scout on Apex. Not to be underestimated. I've seen Apex hit some ludicrous shots with a scout in the past, so
Yeah.
got to be careful.
Alexi again just gets to chill on his lonesome out towards long, M4 in hand. He's going to have some weapons coming at him. 3 players lining up outside the long double doors. That's a dirty little off angle. But if he doesn't get that kill clean, he could actually be put in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, fall back on the other side. So a little bit more safe in this position. Down in the pit, in fact. I don't know if he meant to fall back down there, niko, but now he's here anyway. 40 seconds on the clock, and still a lot of map control for Vitality. They're not really being pressured by G2. Flash set up from the bomb site, but zywoo able to hit the headshot anyway and take down Alexi. And there's a timer on this one for m0NESY. They're going to come for him. Oh, he's going to shut down an entire arm of that Apex, hitting the scout shot finally. And m0NESY now surely calling it in, saying there's not that much pressure happening from the other side. Wallbang, it does no damage at all. He's actually hitting it, but it just doesn't matter. Doesn't have the stopping power of that AWP. zywoo running up close, and now it's changed back into Vitality's favor. The Molotov is too far behind. It's not going to stop the bomb plant. And Jax is now in a 1 versus 2, and this is so awkward, creeping in. Oh, nice headshot onto Apex. Maybe he could salvage this round. He's going to have to go back away, otherwise he's going to get shot in the legs here. 1 versus 1 against zywoo.
zywoo knows exactly what's coming. He had that deep peek from the bomb site down in towards CT spawn. He sees Jax not progressing whatsoever, so he's got all the information possible.
He knows everything. Yeah, you're right. No more nades on either side. There's going to have to be a straight headshot. Otherwise, Jax is going to be out in the open and almost no chance at all. And even then, yeah, that's just too far gone. He hears that tick of the bomb, and he's just going to be running for it. What a shock. Vitality with almost nothing at all.
Yeah.
But clearing out long was enough.
I think G2 misplayed that a little bit. I was surprised when I didn't see either m0NESY or niko like transition over towards car or transition over towards the long corner to give some assistance. But even with these 2 spectacular shots from m0NESY that were so quick, it's just they still lose the round after that. I'm just the one flashbang of support for Alexi and a nice deagle shot. That's a painful round to lose. Good job from zywoo.
Yeah, we talked about how sort of the ancient concept of the sort of non-fragging in-game leader, but I mean, long gone are the days as well where you have AWP players that can only play the AWP, right? that's not.
Yeah,
so
that's another thing that's gone like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. We don't really see that anymore. zywoo definitely super dangerous, even just with an M4 or an AK in his hand. 3-1, and G2. I mean, it's early days. We're lining up. Hinge smoke?
Yep, pin smoke. Nailed it.
What a nerd.
Oh, Lexi. No, the nerd is Rops.
It's true.
He's got all the fancy ones.
He's actually raised the level. Oh, that is nice. Shutting down Apex. Good night. They're out on long, but they've lost 2 people already. It's a bit awkward right now. And you wanted someone by the car in one of the earlier rounds. You're getting it this time, but he's going to be forced out. Nice Molotov, and MOUZ are actually watching it. It's a mistake people sometimes do. They throw the Molotov and they forget about it, and then they get killed anyway. Huge gap in that one, and there isn't a second one to throw right now.
They threw the same smoke twice. Both of them are close smokes.
Oh no, that is a big mistake. That could actually cost them the round right here. niko feeling a little bit exposed out here on the catwalk. Needs a little bit of backup, but again, that gap in the smoke comes back to haunt them as Dupree goes down. We're not able to get the flick in. This time, it's a scout to defeat him on the other side. And Misuta, 1 versus 4. Not a chance to even get the bomb plant down. Those are some unforced errors here from the side of Vitality.
Yeah, that was a really curious one. I think that second smoke was thrown and just took a long time to get there, and the second player just miscommunicated through this close smoke as well. That's a brutal way to go. Actually, that gap didn't even really punish him all that much. niko being a nuisance, even with not getting any kills behind the smoke, up along that back wall, just making sure attention's on him while his teammates from CT spawn are able to get some clean fights.
m0NESY, he is 8-1 right now, so feeling good with both the scout and the AWP early on. And Apex has picked up the scout once again on the T side, but for G2, I mean, they recovered pretty quickly after losing that unexpected round. That's gonna feel good.
Yeah, and it prevents you from descending into some kind of, I don't know, just bad mental state of just frustration. Apex again with the scout. Flashbang comes in. niko able to get some good damage. Apex down to about half HP. Vitality vacates danger from the nade they know is coming. And this time, m0NESY playing at car while Lexi is at the long corner. So a little bit of support from both angles, and niko shifts over towards middle.
Again, playing it very slowly. And there's one round here where I think Alexi was a little bit aggressive, and there's one round where niko was aggressive in the middle. But otherwise, they're not trying to take a lot of map control away. Oh, Eagle headshots in return. Hold the phone. Alexi out here has to, at the minimum, survive. Are they going to swing for it? Dupree? He's just got the scout. You want to be careful anyway, trying to get that headshot with the deal, but it's all on zywoo now. They can't see him with the boost. There should be no way for him to win this one. He's going to get at least a little bit of a shot there, and Jax comes in from long to close out the threat. So, scary right there.
Good taps from niko in this round. These are cool to see. Headshot angle. He knows he's got m0NESY behind him as car as well, but 3 nice headshots from niko before he's dropped by the deagle.
Let's go, guys. I have you.
See, that's what we need Jax for.
That's the intangible. It's
yeah.
That goofy little voice right there. You would think it doesn't have a lot of impact, but it does.
It does. It keeps people smiling, you know, makes you feel good. That's what it's all about at the end. Well, 5-1. And, but I mean, that's not a round where you walk away with a lot of confidence. That's the sort of round where you think, man, we could have definitely had 4 rifles alive here. We could have done so much more. And now, you know, it takes away a lot of the economy. So we got to be careful. Yep, setting up that one. m0NESY just spotting it in the air. Jump past, and zywoo's lucky to be alive on that one.
Well, that pin smoke missed as well. Shallow nade right behind the smoke. Utility dump towards Xbox. Delaying mid control, delaying and denying comfort for Vitality in that part of the map.
Again, then just not that aggressive on the G2. I'm wondering if they're going to try and do that later on. Because if
they're
you
setting it up.
Yeah, you're basically setting it up the first half to be really passive and give Vitality all the control, and then later you flip the switch, and now you're going to be pushing into upper dark and all the rest of it. It could be really fun to see if they're going to get there. 50 seconds, and very uncharacteristically missed shot here, and now he's standing inside of the fire and the flames. I mean, actually, Apex could have maybe got both of them. If he hits that shot there, he's getting the double kill, so the target selection actually makes a lot of sense. Dupree with a nice headshot on Hunter. It leaves Jax on his own inside of the B-bomb side, a very unenviable position.
And that's a peek off the information that niko wasn't playing in middle, that this time he was on catwalk. It even had found a kill, and Jax can only get the one. Can't transfer over to Vegas. Gets Alexi and niko, the last 2 remaining players, and if niko doesn't get a kill quick, I think they just have to give this one up. Dupree lurking in middle. This is such a dangerous position.
Especially with the fact that they lost all the rifles in the previous round, it's probably not worth it. Oh, missing a couple of shots, maybe. And Dupree will take him down. USP did not get the job done. So, yeah, they lost all those rifles in the previous round, and now Alexi could try and save the M4, but this is big opening for Vitality to get back into the half.
Yeah, what a weird, uncharacteristic miss from m0NESY, and that just looked awkward.
Yeah. It's right in front. Sometimes that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You miss those easy shots.
I mean, the problem with it is, man, if he gets that kill, Then they have control of Catwalk. They have a man advantage. They don't spot the position of niko.
Yeah.
They're not able to really challenge out mid with that same level of confidence.
Yeah, a lot of things went bad really quickly after that.
Oh,
Where did the bullet go?
I don't know. I'm confused as well.
Now we're all confused.
Oh, I love that.
That's an instant classic.
I love everything about that.
An instant classic. Beautiful stuff. It's very relatable.
Yeah, exactly.
Times.
We've all been there.
Truly. Well and truly. All right. Vitality, all they really need to do right now, I feel like, is not screw up this upcoming round. They're up against a single saved AWP.
Yeah.
And, well, actually, a little bit
The
of
investment around it that was always going to be the question with what G2 was able to scrape together. So it's pretty dangerous. I mean, this is a solid buy that can definitely do some damage and win the round in today's Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be the AWP. I actually assumed they would not even try it at all. So that's interesting.
It's because even if they save it this round, like the next round is not going to be any kind of a great buy. So I mean, why not just go for it here?
And again, not showing that much map presence for the G2 side.
G2 haven't been super paranoid about the B bomb site, but this time just putting m0NESY with the AWP at the back of platform and just letting the other 4 players just really be strong and mobile at the A bomb site in middle.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. I mean, he obviously, especially if they lose mid control, if fpl-c goes down, then that's too much even for m0NESY, I'm gonna have to say, probably.
Well, I mean, the position of fpl-c should allow him. It's a strong spot to, I mean, at least go 1 for 1, or just get 1 kill and back away and fall safely back into CT spawn, and then you can address whatever situation there is from there.
Second flashbang didn't really do a lot. I'm gonna get smoked off. Misuta could probably guess from the angle of that smoke where it was coming from, but is that enough to build anything behind? 45 seconds. Still a pretty good presence towards this A side of things. Pistols, though, they have a couple of flashes to try and hold them off, but it's not going to be forever.
And no smoke if there's a Molotov to be dropped inside of the bomb site to flush Hunter or niko out of that position.
They can hold him off. fpl-c could backpedal and try and take some shots from that ramp. That's going to probably have to be it. Oh, they jump right down. There is a smoke to cover them, but for how long? fpl-c goes down. niko not finding a target and inside of the site. 17 seconds with that C-set 75. You can see Hunter's trying to communicate every position, but he runs out of steam even at the end, and out of bullets too. And Jax is down in the pit, and I don't think he could have done a lot from this position either, so super unfortunate, but that was, in terms of the time that was left on the clock, that could have gone horribly wrong. If they got even a couple of kills there, G2,
yeah,
that might have been the round.
Yeah, well, now m0NESY's definitely got to save this op. Now, next round, no matter what, I mean, if he's able to bring this op forward, it is just going to be the AWP. Look at the hunt already coming in from Apex, though. m0NESY will not have this timing. Knife out, no care in the world, and he's gone down. 5-3. You mentioned it, must-win round for Vitality to finally get rid of that G2 economy on the defensive side of Dust 2, and they've done it.
Yeah, huge. Nice read from dupreeh.
niko's attention got pulled away as well by that kill from dupreeh. He actually looked down to try and trade that frag, and that's when they popped out of the angle that he'd been watching previously, so won't enjoy that one. Won't enjoy that whatsoever. 5-3, but just pistols, and zywoo has spotted some aggression in middle. Apex has spotted even more aggression in middle, and now the kills are going to ring out easy for Misuta. Apex grabbing that last one. Vitality is within reach.
I can do combo mid or push mid.
Yeah, make it a quick round. I mean, it can work if they're a little bit slow to realize and someone just comes stumbling into the middle. It can work out, but this is the other result. So nice and quick round. They're right back in there. 5-4 scoreline now, nearly tying up the game. Vitality. And they're up against limited, I mean, they've got the weapons, but the grenades certainly lacking a little bit. No defuse kit in play either. Yeah, that's a big uh-oh. niko, this is the aggression I was talking about earlier, and we finally see a little bit of it, and it does catch dupreeh off guard.
I think the flashbang even caught Megas, who's going to be the second one in to potentially go for that trade if he wanted to, but it just forced him all the way back. He could do nothing, so man advantage for G2. Bust out, you talked about it, they hadn't been aggressive up to this point. And they catch him off guard with a lower dark push. That means Vitality have to take long control. They know most of the resources have been used in middle and lower dark towards the B bomb site. Long should be mostly clear, and they've got access. They've got control of pit.
4 on 5. Fully committed to long. Seems like G2 know that they've got all the rest of the map already kind of cleared out, so...
Look at the utility, though. I see only one smoke on Apex. For this wall, for this cross, a smoke and a Molotov, and you're going to have 4 players here from G2.
I feel like these rounds always look unwinnable from the T side. Like, it always feels to me like you can't really win this, but I feel like a surprising amount of the time it works anyway. So, we'll see.
I mean, it is limited spots to defend in, right? Like, look at where you can be positioned at the moment. Yeah, they gotta hurry up. That smoke is going to fade soon. Second smoke coming out.
Molotov as well. Let's see, is it going to be a good one? Forces a couple of people to move away. Alexi trying to find some. Get m0NESY caught out in the open. There's a refrag coming in. Oh, Misuta, he fell off and still gets the headshot. Following up on Hunter. That's a massive double kill for him right there. Could be enough to turn it around. 17 seconds. They're going to find Alexi inside of the smoke. They slowed it down just to get that fight, and they converted into a victory anyway.
I think that, I mean, you kind of called it, I mean, they come successful more often than you would assume it to be, but obviously Vitality, instead of completing that wall, they do the deep smoke in towards spawn, one smoke to cover up that entire spawn choke point. I think G2 was expecting them to have that wall set up like I was, and actually cross through it and be able to have some safety, but they just take the straight up fights.
So well done. The thing that makes it so hard to I think, to see coming is that they know everything. They're playing in a 4 on 5. Yeah. They know where they attack normally. That's almost more than half the game is trying to figure out where that attack is coming, right?
Yeah, helps that Masuda hits some phenomenal shots, but
that does help.
I think the call and the setup of this kind of attack was great from Vitality. You put out that first smoke as if you're going to complete the wall, and then the second one is the deep smoke. And that completely ruins. Like G2's like, all right, they're going to finish the wall, and then they're going to cross over. We're going to be able to kind of spray down and battle them at railing, and they just weren't expecting the fights to come during the cross.
Well done, indeed. Vitality showing some real fight here in the first half. Jax, well, Niko's out of the round. He's gone. Doesn't even get a chance to play. Dupree out here fighting against the M4, and he very nearly wins the fight, but not quite. Alexi going to be pushing forward to reclaim one of those weapons.
Yeah, and also get into a clever position if they're going to keep committing. They might even boost up Jax onto the blue bin. Instead, they're just going to prioritize the weapon. Over to the B bomb site we go. Apex lurking in middle, 3 players in upper dark for Vitality, but Jax is starting to get a lot of information, and he's already going to start pushing out the doors right about now as this utility is spent. m0NESY and Hunter for defense.
They're really far away still, but the defense is good for now. One shot up close with the C-75. It's Hunter with a double and another headshot. m0NESY bringing down Apex, and it's a beautiful end to the round for G2. That is a steal.
Yeah, that really is. What a great, just holding the angle with the Deagle. 2 pistols and Vitality completely shut down. That kill is important because it allows the smoke to plume before the rest of Vitality actually come out and swing with it. Everyone, I mean, that CZ gets so much more powerful when they're coming out of the smoke. Jax is hyped up. He had the opening kill. His teammates finish off the round. G2 just clinging on to this 1-round lead.
Yeah, but that could definitely, look at the money that's still left on Vitality even after losing this round. Says something about what they've been doing in the last couple of rounds. Oh, zywoo's in a lot of trouble, but he finds a way to dig himself out. He should have been dead. He should definitely have been dead right then and there.
Awkward fight for Niko, but you could see he was so committed. He wanted that second kill. Middle of the map is opened up. Control of Xbox, control of Catwalk, and Dupree has no respect for that. Oh, you know, he does.
He won, you could tell. He was like, oh. But in a 4 on 4, plenty of time on the clock. They've been so successful along. I mean, I don't even blame Vitality for going back to test this over and over again. If that's what they want, it makes sense. If they go there, it's Alexi with an AK out close, but he's got only an HE that he's probably never going to be able to throw.
Hunter and Jax were really considering which play they wanted to make. It looked like Hunter wanted to rotate back towards middle, and Jax was like, no. Let's push upper dark. Let's shrink the map down.
Wait a minute. m0NESY's coming in at the corner. There is a crossfire. How deep is it, though? Alexi's gone. It's now all on m0NESY, and they shoulder peek him out. That is actually an expert play from dupreeh. Even if he doesn't get the kill, just the fact that he's able to do that. That's such an off angle. How do you even know?
It's tough, man. Like, even if he gets that kill, that might just be a 1-for-1 spot. Nade into the bomb site. Oh, Hunter's committed, and he's at least forces the TK. At least puts Jax in a 1-on-2.
Swings while the bomb is being planted. He's very low on health. What do you do here? He would love a headshot. Misuta not going to give it to him easily, though. Sneaking around, and it will be another nice round out of Misuta. We'll discount the team kill. It's fine. Probably not his fault. And it's going to be Vitality right back in the mix. Wow.
That's a hard jump to make work against someone like zywoo, who's going to be so quick on the follow-up shot, but that's the real thing. Alexi needed 1 kill here to really make this crossfire strong. m0NESY way overcommitted and couldn't get back in time. Yeah, you take that TK all day long. Timeout from G2. Xtaz wants to talk things over.
Yeah, why not? I mean, this is once again their moment, Vitality, to strike deep into G2's first half here. They could do a lot.
Yeah, they've gotten it close, and they've fought back really admirably, but they haven't been able to actually take the lead. They haven't actually been able to take control of the game in any meaningful sense. And this, as you mentioned, is the perfect opportunity for it.
It really is. They have them kind of right where they want them in terms of the economy. So just a little bit more pressure, a little bit more consistency. And this could be a very decent first half for Vitality still. 6-6, all tied up. Organ play now from Jax. And that's all the money spent basically on the G2 side. So let's see, flashing out. Meg is checking every corner possible. No one in the pit either. And he's ready to take the fight, but so is niko on the other side. And they're going to go 2-0. Hunter winning the battle in Upper Dark against Apex.
Yeah, that's twice now they've pulled out this Lower Dark to Upper Dark push, and twice it's been successful in finding them a kill. And when you combine that with the long one, all of a sudden 5-on-3 and Vitality for, like, with the economy the way it is for G2, this round could have been everything for Vitality. If they're to win this round, the later stages of this half, the last 2 rounds of this half for G2 is just like really a struggle fest.
Yeah. And now they may have put themselves in a position, G2, where they could almost reverse that. It's a fair bit more money on Vitality, but still doable. dupreeh sneaking into the middle to check what's going on. They need a mistake right here from the G2 side. They need somebody to get a little bit overzealous, and doesn't look like anyone will.
They're not gonna make a mistake right now, but you might be able to just get an awkward fight. We've seen a couple, like m0NESY missing a shot. Oh, good flashbang. That was an opportunity. zywoo almost able to catch it. He's got it through the box. Massive. And now we can challenge long. niko's gonna lose that fight, and no one left in the A bomb site. zywoo's got a clear line of sight. Odd missed shot from him as well. But this is all going Vitality. Unbelievable. 3-on-5, and they win everything after that.
That is so shocking. I mean, and again, it's just that long fight. They just keep doing it.
Yeah, this I think is the frustration that probably that just haunts G2 at the moment, not being able to feel comfortable, is in rounds like this. Like, how do we have such a 5-on-3 advantage and have no ability to really double up on these points of contact? Like, m0NESY goes down, no support. It was a catwalk emphasized. Crazy.
I feel like on the upside for G2, if they want to go back and look at this game later to find out where do we need to change things, it's got to be that long play entirely. Like, either the defense at long or dealing with the actual attack once they have lost long control. Like, there's something that's gone horribly wrong there.
Well, you want to talk about that defense at long, and you unfortunately have to bring up Alexi B at the moment. 1-10. He's the main long A defender, the anchor of that part of the map, and having a rough game here. Vitality's had his number quite a few times.
Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, that's fair. That's going to have to be part of the conversation, right? But I'm just shocked that even in a 5-on-3, all right.
Hello.
Do it again! Yeah, he's going to take down dupreeh. That is actually sick. Maybe, oh, and Jax is in there too. Maybe don't challenge niko when he's at that angle with the deagle.
Yeah, maybe not. However, G2.
niko's out for MOUZ.
They're about to play their favorite game, which is find a way how to lose.
It is their favorite. Nobody knows why.
That's the problem with that last round, is it's just like, those are the rounds that really kill you against the best teams in the world. It's like, that's a 5-on-3 that you should be winning like 90% of the time, and here we go. Run it back.
Don't do it. m0NESY holding on to the round. That's the kill they needed right then and there. zywoo now in a 1 versus 4 to try and see if he could do anything. He's got about 25 seconds, and I don't know. Yeah, he's going to try and fake it out. Comes off the plant, but it will be another one on the board. So they tie up the game once again, 7-7. Let's see if there's a chance right here for G2 to make up for it. That first one's fair enough, but second one, yeah, dupreeh, you know what's gonna happen.
You think? Ooh, yeah, he's got a nasty look on his face. He's smelled something awful. Yeah, between that round with the Deagle, remember there was a round previously in this half where G2 stopped a B hit with m0NESY's double kill with the Deagle and Hunter's double kill with the CZ. They've had some low buys that have helped pull them back into this game and keep them fighting for it.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a mess. Vitality, they had that one round as well. Like it's been a little bit back and forth. But you're right, against some of the top teams in the world for G2, if you don't win some of those 5 versus 4, 5 versus 3 kind of rounds, you know where they're coming. Like, you have to be able to do that.
Especially the 5-on-3 round where you have 4 players stacked at the A-bomb site. That's...
Ooh, it failed again. Gotta spend more time watching Robs, I guess.
Gotta start using the numbers.
It's getting too ridiculous, isn't it, now?
He's following the same rules. Don't do math during a live match.
We need mouse pads that have like a coordinate system on them so that you can...
Yeah. Have all the smoke lineups. That's actually a genius idea now that I think about it.
Patent that real quick.
It would only be useful to the 100 CSGO pros out there in the world.
There we go. It's an idea for the future. 15th round, and they're going to go at Alexei B. Like we said, they've been able to find him every single time, and they're going to do it again. misuta, easy spray to take down m0NESY, reading that play so well. And now reaction makers, I mean, that is a classic, isn't it? You kind of know it's coming. They've just lost 2 over at long. Of course, they're going to try and do something.
Yeah. Well, niko and Hunter, the cousins, to try and recover the round. Would have been cool to get 1 kill there and see if you could activate niko, but now, no matter what, it's impossible, and dupreeh's ready for that as well. 8-7, Vitality.
It felt to me like Vitality were more in control of that first half, but the scoreline kind of, I think, is cheating us a little bit. 8-7. Second half right here, and it's already a rush to the B-bomb side. It's a classic, of course. dupreeh tagged up already. Flashbangs in his eyes as well. Apex trying to save his teammate, but it can't be done. niko and Jax with a double opening, and that is everything they need. This is another one of those rounds that G2 absolutely should be winning every single time. 5 versus 3 with a bomb plant, and inside of the B-bomb side of the pistol round. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, and they even paused to see if there was going to be some kind of a quick attempt at a retake or quick peek through a window, just making sure that they're going to be secure in planting this bomb. So many follow-up flashbangs after the initial salvo, and you understand this. Vitality, they have no chance to retake this bomb site 3v5 with 1 flash. Gonna save the kit on zywoo, gonna save the utility on zywoo, and save the armor on Magisk and misuta, but a pistol round for G2 is gonna tie things right back up at 8. That's both pistols now for G2 in this map.
True. Yeah, and fair play to Vitality for walking away from that one. I mean, even the pause even gave them like a moment to think, wait a minute, you know what?
Yeah, do we really want to do this?
Not worth it, is it? And the armor and the kit and the flashbang, I mean, it all kind of counts in the upcoming round, so no point, I think, in trying to go for that one.
A lot of good things happened for G2 during that rush. An immediate gush onto dupreeh, who was playing on platform, so he had to get a little bit passive. It forces him to eat a flashbang as well.
That smoke makes it really hard for Apex to be activated as well.
Yeah, very narrow gap for him to shoot at as they cross over towards platform, and just 3 more follow-up flashbangs along the wall to keep them as blind as possible. Good progression from G2.
Now, how long can they hold on to it? Because they seem very shaky even when they're winning some of these rounds. And they're up against a pretty impressive buy on the other side. Not bad at all. niko going to be jumping out long. They're just going to flash him right away, and that is so good. Oh, they were ready for that. They've been studying.
That's a huge loss, though, to take. No one else from G2 was out to help protect niko in any kind of a way, so good little trap, good delayed flashbang setup for Vitality. niko just turns right back into it. 5-on-4 and AK picked up for Apex.
Yeah, if you're at that corner on the CT side, you hear the flashbang, you hear the jump, you know, all right, this is our cue.
I was surprised that he was so aggressive. There might have been, like, there could have been a call somewhere else on the map that someone was receiving pressure, someone had numbers, and niko just didn't realize there'd be that many bodies or that kind of a setup at the long corner, but thought for sure he would just cross over to blue and get safe control.
Well, they're pushing forward.
Yeah, this is the round to take a risk. You've got a man advantage, you've recovered an AK-47, you have the lesser resources, obviously, so go see if you can kind of even the field by finding information.
Oh, and they're doing that. They're finding so much information in this round. Magisk, nice little peek there for Jax down the middle, but let's see if this flank is going to be valuable or not. They're kind of looking for it. Heads up play. m0NESY was actually already checking that out, but oh, what? All right, that was the FAMAS. I thought that was the the 5-7 for a minute there. zywoo in the middle, going to be taking down m0NESY as well, and now it's a 2 versus 2. 30 seconds on the clock, and a stunning headshot from Apex to take down Hunter makes this round really tricky for Alexi, who's had a tough game so far. Out in the open, and he's going to get the spray down right, but zywoo's ready and waiting, and he runs a bit close to the ledge and gets taken right down.
There's that recovered AK-47 coming back to haunt you, right?
Yeah.
If niko's not going down at long and not giving away that AK, Apex is what, like a P250 or a 5-7 to challenge with, and that's a much, much better fight for Hunter. But still, in the 2-on-2, G2 split up. Hunter didn't wait for Alexi to get up towards Xbox whatsoever, and a nice little clutch from zywoo there. 9-8, so immediate response from Vitality after losing the pistol.
Double scout in this round. There's a Deagle sad on top. Oh! Some revenge for niko. You got to give him to him. I mean, that's justice from the last round, I guess.
Oh, one more? One more would have been true justice. That would have been great. Still, 4-on-4. Scouts, Tech-9, and a Deagle.
Okay, some decent damage on Dupree.
Yeah, he's probably confused about that a little bit. He's like, what the? Hunter on catwalk, you can see him communicating what kind of play, what kind of defense he's feeling he's going up against. Apex at long, zywoo at the ramp. Going to transition over towards the railing. And the bomb's going to rotate all the way back to the B bomb site. So this is going to be an improvised split towards the B side. Looks like potentially m0NESY and Hunter out middle. Hunter and Alexi in upper dark.
This is if they can break open the middle and put some pressure on this setup, it could work. But if you're coming through the hallway like this, yeah, and they are, oh no, against 2 SMGs like that up close, that's going to be nearly impossible. Very, very hard to break open with what they have here. Magisk already showing himself, puts up a little bit of a smoke. Oh, that's a good opening, though. Might have been a little bit too soon. Magisk still back here, and they don't know about it. He's going to get a double kill. Has a couple of bullets left, but m0NESY will take him down, and he's almost ready for the middle. At AK, a little bit too powerful. It's going to be a bomb plant at least here for Alexi B. And that's still pretty good. I mean, 3 kills on a bomb plant. You can't really complain too much about that, given what they had. But it could have been even more right there.
And also, especially 2 scouts at the end. Like, what are you supposed to do with that one? Trying to hold on to a retake at the B bomb site. That's brutal. Nice timing for niko. Blinded through smoke. And yeah, all you can do is shake your head at that one. Shrug it off.
I mean, Suits is showing good
Poise.
Yeah. No tilt, no nothing. Just got to keep it even. 2 and 14 on Alexi.
No, it has been pretty. And we touched on him in the first half as that anchor out towards long, and the way that Vitality was able to exploit long A on this map against the defense. The second half is where he can have some impact. He had a chance in a 1v1 clutch, or a 1v2, I should say, against Apex and zywoo earlier that he lost out on, and then here in this half, you can make up for the scoreline with some fantastic calls.
True. It can be really hard if you're anchoring long like this, maybe especially if you're the in-game leader, because if you say, well, I'm having a real bad time, I need more defense down here, you're actually making the rest of the map so much weaker, and that's usually not something you can justify doing. So, yeah, sometimes you just have to take some beatings up there, but you definitely want to have some rounds where it's just all yours, right? Taking the fight with the AK. I mean, this is a great fight for niko, especially because his teammates can pick up the AK back here, so if Vitality let him have it, he should keep doing this. Yeah,
maybe frustrated that he hasn't landed a shot, though. Probably felt like a couple of those were clean looks, and through the smoke, Apex is able to find that. Alexi, as you mentioned, picks up the AK-47.
Yeah. Alright, Molotovs have put a little bit of pressure on them. Works all right. There's Alexi with the kill. Sneaks in for more. A lot more firepower on his side right here. Does actually do a lot of damage onto Dupree, and eventually he'll go down. Apex, nice cleanup here. That's what they needed. If somehow Apex would have been traded here, could have been a kind of an awkward 2-on-2, but...
Look at the money, though. One more kill from Hunter could be everything. I don't think he'll get it. zywoo's going to be ready for that. Yeah, straight to the dome. Hunter goes down. Only 2 kills in the round with that AK-47 picked up on niko. 11-8. Vitality stretching this out to 3. That was Serbian. You know he's angry when he switches back to Serbian.
We need somebody to... Where's Yanko? We get a translation.
Yeah, tweet it at us.
8-11. Slow lead for Vitality. Very tenuous, the money you said. I mean, even just losing a couple of rifles that last round, it still does all count. Their money is not exploding here. Good chance for G2 right now to slow down the progress of the Vitality side and try and put a little bit more pressure on them. Oh, peeking behind the debris of that grenade.
19 kills on zywoo to lead the way for Vitality. niko's leading for G2 at 17. And zywoo keeping control of Catwalk. Good nade damage onto Alexi as niko slides out middle. He wants to find a fight. He wants to look for something to do. 2 players at long on defense for Vitality. zywoo's keeping an eye on middle as best he can, although there is a smoke up at the moment, just playing at railing of the A bomb site, so shifting between mid and Catwalk from long range.
Hey, they got the right idea here, G2. There's a mid to B split right now would be amazing if they could pull it off, because you're going to have to get some kills for the smoke in the middle, basically all the way from the A bomb side. Otherwise, it's going to be a 2-man defense, and that's usually very hard to hold once the grenades start raining in on the site. 40 seconds. They're going to, I think, fake it out a little bit here, putting some pressure on this catwalk position and keep as many people as you can on this side. Alexi throwing a couple of bullets in there, but so far, this is a really good call. And there's an opening duel, almost taking down Apex. Makis is outside. Oh, and they run right into him. He keeps spraying. He runs and sprays and get the 3rd kill in there. That is ridiculous. I can't believe he actually controlled that recoil throughout the 3rd kill. So out of control. Apex takes down Hunter and m0NESY on his own. I have no idea how they didn't even lose a single player in this round. I don't even want to watch the replay. What just happened?
I mean, well, let's talk about this. It's a perfect bait. I think it's Dupree that's playing in there with Magisk at the moment. And I mean, he just shows himself over at the door. And I mean, just Jax does his best to kind of clear it out, but niko just running right into it. What are you supposed to do? This is weird. That 3rd one is just, we'll take it.
I've never seen anything like it. He...
I did the sickest spray transfer.
Yeah, bro. He shouldn't be proud of that. He held down MOUZ 1 for the entire duration and just and just kind of like jiggle peeked into it. It's so ridiculous. That is not supposed to work. I just want to put that on the record.
Yeah, let's clarify that. That's not going to work like that every time.
If you're at home watching this, don't try to play like that.
But you know, in a desperate situation, Anders, sometimes you just gotta make it work.
You just have to. Oh man, the call and the setup for that round was really good.
Yeah, it was nice. Oh Jesus! Oh, get one more. He goes down, but Hunter's there for the trade. niko's opened up everything here. Masuta tapping away. Nobody's gonna take that fight. Nobody's gonna give Masuta the look that he's looking for there.
Grenade is a little bit late. If they can steal this round, G2 somehow, it would require a bit of a miracle, but it's possible. Hunter taps away with the Tech 9 down middle. A little bit of a flank coming in to drop. Magisk gets a good look right now. 2 versus 3. The bomb is planted for them. No smoke to try and do any kind of crazy defuse. Either they're going to flash their way through. Masuta picking off m0NESY, and now it's Jackson Hunter down on that on the stairs. Jackson, a lot of trouble here, and he'll go down. Great retake at the end. Vitality nearly dropping the ball in this round.
That flashbang was just so perfect on Catwalk. That was the only piece of utility they had to use. They were in a lot of trouble. That one flash causes the Catwalk defenders to just kind of cower in a little bit of fear. m0NESY was isolated behind the box, and as close as some of these rounds have been, as good as some of these calls have been from G2, you're now staring down the barrel of a 5-round deficit at 8-13. Close doesn't matter anymore. Now you have to get the rounds. Now you have to convert them. And you've also missed that window of opportunity where we were keeping the money of Vitality low. They've got another buy behind this as well.
Yeah, that slipped away as well. Something is going to have to change. Hunter is up to 18 kills along with niko, so the 2 of them they're playing a really good game right now. But they need to start putting rounds on the board. 22nd round here. Grouped up in the middle. Some pretty common stuff right now. You could understand if they wanted to go for another B split because they had the right idea.
It was there last time, yeah. First things first, you got to take control of Catwalk. You got to go through the motions here. Flashbang Molotov to force an AWPer off the angle. Apex is in CT spawn looking towards middle, so at least at the moment, the A defense is, I wouldn't say weakened, but he'll have to hustle back up the ramp to get involved if they do pull the trigger on this catwalk hit. But you're going to put a lot of faith in zywoo with the op at railing. However, they're thinking the same way you are, Anders. This mid to B split is tantalizing.
Yeah, but Apex has seen it coming as well. And last time he wasn't here, right? He was all the way on the other side. Now they're going to go a little bit early. Apex, can't believe he's still alive. Hunter going to go and find him at the end. So that's an interesting kill. Now they're going to be making the jump down to try and fight outside. I don't even know what's happening any longer. zywoo gets the kill on niko. He took up a lot of space, but they still need to get to the bomb site. And they have to cross zywoo somehow. Deagle is out, and he nearly wins the fight. MOUZ trying to make up for it. He's the last defense here at the A bomb site. Big double for him. Oh, that meant to go down onto the ramp. They're still going to get the bomb plant down, but I think smartly, MOUZ falling back and giving them a chance for a retake.
It's the catwalk flank they got to worry about now. You can see they're trying to shuffle positions. They're trying to get the op to the bomb site and the AK to look back towards catwalk, and MOUZ's got them both. He had some incredibly important kills on the T side, taking the A bomb site from long. Now he's had some beautiful kills as well on the defense. I'll tell you what, though, again, like the idea from G2 feels there. It's some of the coordination, like niko's drop off catwalk. The play based off of that play took so long to come to fruition. There was no, the follow-up came like 5 or 6 seconds later, and I'm not gonna sit here and make judgment. Like it's one or the other. It's either, you know, he's making the play too early or they're following it up a little bit too late. But that miscommunication is killing G2.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, and that gave a little bit of space for both MOUZ and zywoo to kind of get into a position.
Yes.
Whew, another timeout being called. I've got to say as well, MOUZ, I mean, it's cool to see him get the opening couple of kills, fall back, and then, you know, re-aggress into it. But it's tempting to keep fighting when you get kills like that, right? You want to, but if he dies, then it creates so much space for in the 2v2, right? So super smart play for him. I mean, I expect that out of MOUZ. I think that's one of the reasons why he's still around in the way that he is.
And he's shot up the scoreboard as well. 22 kills now. He's leading the way. He's overtaken zywoo, who's still on 20. 94 ADR as well for MOUZ. But the big numbers you got to worry about, 14-8. Vitality just 2 rounds back from taking this opening map of the series, and they've lost the pistol and won everything from there on.
Yeah, it's looking really good right now. They lost this Vitality in Dallas 16-7, so things are moving in the right direction for sure. Hunter taking down MOUZ though early on. We jinxed him already, but long control. This is what Vitality did for a bunch of rounds in the first half, and it worked really well for them. So G2 want to try and see if they can test out that same proposition. But look at the defense for Vitality. It's so different from what G2 were doing.
It's so different from what you'd probably normally see as well, although it's just kind of shuffled away. Apex at card, Dupree was at the corner. Now he can't get away. Apex tries to make a run, ill-advised. Poor timing on that as Dupree just shifted off. Megisk is looking deep into upper dark. He sees nothing. zywoo just posted on catwalk, sees nothing. The Vitality, I mean, they kind of pretty much have the information of what's coming. Is just, can you really stop it? Is the question.
Again, it probably shouldn't be possible here. 5 versus 3. Out on loan like this. Still plenty of time on the clock, and Vitality making the cross, not really getting challenged that much. So far, so good.
Yeah, this is just a lost round for Vitality, and this is a luxury they have with this kind of a lead, is you don't even really need to fight for that at all. With the 6-round lead and with money in the bank, you're just saying, let's just hold our positions. Yeah. If they come into it, great, maybe we get some kills and even things out, and then we can maybe challenge for the round, but if not, no stress. We'll just back away. Let's preserve the economy. The one way that we don't want to lose this game is by getting into some weird money situation, allowing G2 to claw themselves back into it with ease with a couple save rounds. So just keep the guns in our hands as long as possible.
Yeah, reasonable call right here.
It's great philosophy. Playing the percentages. G2 get their second round of the second half.
Yeah, damn, that's true. It really has been the Vitality show for a while here. Okay, well, 14-9. Things are starting to look maybe a little bit better in terms of the economy for the G2 side. So some small thing to look forward to here. Wow, that's how they got the opening. Fair enough. Yeah, nice shot.
I just love that every time he dies, he looks like so amazed. It was like, wait, you ran into the open against MOUZ.
I don't think Apex, he goes into every round the ultimate optimist. He's just ready.
He really is.
I'm going to win every fight. I'm just like, no. No. How did this happen?
Another timeout call to talk things over. Second one for Vitality. Xtaz got into a conversation with the team in the previous timeout, so I think he's more than happy to just chill here and let the players talk it over.
Is that fine for you guys?
14-9.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see if there's anything they can repeat here, G2. They've had a couple of different theories about how to do this, and I mean that long fight. They got the opening this time, and that makes a big difference. That can they do it repeatedly? Can they actually go back to it again? They're gonna try, and there's 3 people ready on the other side. Although they will back off that fight right away. They didn't really want to commit to it, so fair enough. A similar position here. G2 feel like maybe this is the weakness they've been looking for.
Well, also, I mean, just this take of Catwalk as well. When you know there's so many bodies out towards long, control this part of the map and look at the nades it's preserving as well. So if that hit eventually does come in towards long, a lot of Molotovs, a lot of flashbangs to really harass the G2 attack at the railing and put Apex in a pretty powerful position, to be honest.
Surely there's going to be a smoke to get rid of zywoo from this angle. No, they're not going to smoke it off. That could be a huge mistake. Misuta comes in for more. They're just out in the open. Oh no, G2. You need to get rid of that AWP somehow. niko's going to get the spray right on top, but he burns alive, and the nade is there to follow him. Oh, he threw that and actually got the kill after the fact. And now it's zywoo 1 versus 2. We could get this ult versus ult battle. Who's going to be quicker on the trigger here? 50 seconds. And zywoo, he's slowly inching forward. And he's so fast. Takes down m0NESY. That's a nice kill right there. Switches it out for an M4. And the bomb is out on long. Hunter is about to show up with an AK. Got to be real careful now. And he just repositions himself. He's still exposed if Hunter actually goes all the way out. But he's so accurate and so quick. He makes it look easy.
m0NESY must have been really paranoid about that zywoo peek, because he had what, like 10 seconds to just grab the bomb and bail out and go meet up with Hunter, who provided the escape route.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's true. Maybe he doesn't know how far away he is.
Yeah, you never know if zywoo's like creeping up closer, but he went back for the fight. Might be it for me to be too critical of that decision, but there was a chance there to just grab the bomb and bail out. He makes the other call.
Damn.
Well, 6 chances for Vitality to close out map 1 and another long play, another quick long play. niko and Hunter have created all the space, all the openings. 2 quick kills on Apex and Misuta. Another 5-on-3 for G2.
Yeah, Hunter saving his cousin right there. niko was completely flashed. And then when niko got his eyes back, he was ready to get a kill on his own. So not a bad look. 5 versus 3. Surely, Jason, they can't throw this round away.
Listen, you never know. Had one in the first half.
I feel like they've done this a couple of times. And zywoo's still alive, so...
Yeah, and he's sticking around this time for the fight. At the moment, Vitality is more than happy to take these. Gonna have that second smoke to close the wall. Nade gonna come through. Decent damage onto Jax, but with no follow-up. Oh, the smoke clears. Smoke clears. That gives zywoo a chance. Picks off 1. I still don't think Vitality, that's enough for them to choose to go for this.
No, it probably isn't. It's the kind of play that sometimes will make you do it anyway because you're just so hyped up about it, but they're still playing very, very conservatively here. I agree. I don't really blame them for it. It's not worth collapsing the economy on your team just to try and win what is a 3-on-5. Well, now a 3-on-4, but still. Better to keep it cool. Which they will. So down to 5 rounds for G2 to try and get it into overtime. Ooh, okay. Pre keeping himself alive in the middle. That's a long run boost.
That's a long run boost.
Not going to get challenged here either. So 15-10.
Yeah, still fighting in it. It just feels like there's going to be at least 1 round.
That's all it takes. And they still haven't really found a way to put LXCB into play.
And they've really been leaning heavily on these long takes, right? In the second half, that's like really one of the few things G2 has found some success in, and even just getting basic map control unharassed.
And the problem, obviously, is you probably can't run that long take for 5 rounds in a row and expect it to not eventually get countered in a hard way.
Absolutely not. So we're going to have to switch things up at some point. m0NESY looking down mid. niko and Hunter towards upper dark. Alexi and Jax. I imagine they'll just boost Jax up on the long boxes early on.
Oh. That is a nice nade. Cool to be boosted up in that corner, though, if the CTs want to be aggressive. Eventually, it's very hard to clear that one out. So they can go and investigate the rest of the map, and just maybe, if they're lucky, they'll get sort of something for free out here.
You can see Vitality as well, though. They're kind of getting trained, too, with all the long takes that G2 have come out with. 3 players here at the moment.
Yeah.
Looking for something delayed, looking maybe for G2 to go back to the same tactic, just change the timing. Good pick from zywoo, and he's going to remain aggressive. Oh my dear lord. That's completing the nade damage from earlier as well, or else that wouldn't have been a kill. And zywoo is maintaining his aggression.
It's actually so disgustingly quick, isn't he? Takes down niko in the middle. zywoo is done playing this map. 27 kills right now. I don't know what you could even do. That second shot is out of this world. 2 versus 4. Jax is going to pick up an AWP. Now, that is very hopeful. 40 seconds on the clock.
3 kills for zywoo. He could close it with an ace. Apex is going to get the next test.
Yep, and already pushing out long as well. Basically boxing them in as Misuta. Apex, that's an easy spray, and he's going to get Jax as well. A 16-10 victory for Vitality on the opening map here. And what a map it was.
Yeah, that...